Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Sorry I have not posted in like I think a week now or 2 weeks, but today I wanted to film a video talking about like periods and stuff. Now this whole video is probably gonna be like TMI, to be honest, or yeah. So if this stuff makes you uncomfortable, just please respectfully exit the video. I do not want any hate on this video because all the stuff that I'm going to be talking about is natural and is normal and is something you should really be ashamed of. So what actually gave me the idea to talk about like my first period story, signs that you'll be getting a first period, is because my little sister, who is about to turn 11, and well, not about to, like in February, she just got her first period about 2 days ago, and my older sister has had hers for a couple years. I've had mine for about a year or two, or a year and a half. And I think it was just really neat that I could like help her out, give her like big sister advice now that she's going to be going through like puberty and stuff. So without further ado, let's get right into my first period story. It's honestly like nothing like special or embarrassing. I mean, kind of. Okay, so basically like a week prior to when I actually got my period, I just had like no idea that I would actually be getting it because I was like 10 and a half, like my sister who just got hers, and I wasn't thinking about like anything like my period wise because I haven't had health class yet at that point, and I had known what periods were because of my older sister, but I didn't think I'd actually be getting it anytime soon. But okay, so about a week prior, I started peeing something brown. Remind you, this stuff is TMI, so please leave if you do not want to listen to this. But I started peeing like brown stuff, and I thought I was like actually like dying because I looked it up on Google and it said I had cancer, and I thought I had cancer this whole time. I didn't tell anyone. And then a week later, I looked in my underwear and I was going to the bathroom and I had spots of blood. And that is when the next day I went to the bathroom, everything was just covered in like blood. And oh my gosh, yeah, so I called my mom and I was like crying, and I don't even know. Yeah, nothing special, nothing crazy, but that was my first period. Okay, let's get into some signs that you will be getting your first period soon. First one is that you will get a big growth spurt. Now, my growth spurt was started at age 9, I think. I grew 6 inches in just a year before my period. And that is kind of just like a signal that you're like hitting puberty, but having a period is like signaling that you're near like the end of puberty, if that even makes sense. So if you're hitting a growth spurt, you know that you're definitely moving on in puberty. So yeah, I grew 6 inches within 1 year, and I kept just growing and growing after I got my first period. So you'll hit a growth spurt before you get yours. Oh, okay. Keep in mind that a normal age, or like the normal ages to be getting your first period, is between 9 and 15. And if you haven't gotten yours after 15, you probably want to talk to your mom and your doctor just to make sure that everything is okay. And yeah. Anyways, let's move on. Okay, next like really big thing is you'll start to get like your boobs will start to like protrude, you know. So this will definitely be like 1 to 3 years, like 1 to 3 years before your first period. I would say that you'll start noticing that they're getting like little about 2.5 years, and they'll start growing like bigger like in a half year before your first period. So they'll like slowly grow, and then they'll start to grow bigger like in like a little time stamp, if that makes sense. So yeah. Alright, so you'll also start to notice that you're getting dark in pubic hair and armpit hair about a year or 2 before your first period. Usually, if you're starting to get it, you will not be getting your first period like really soon after. Yeah, that's just a sign that you're beginning puberty, and there's nothing to worry about. You'll probably not be getting a period for a little while. Okay, what you're also going to notice is about 6 months to a year before you get your first period, you are going to start getting discharge. Discharge, if you're wondering what discharge is, it's like a white gummy, or it can be like clear, and it's disgusting. And I even at one point wore panty liners because it was just staining my underwear. It was just disgusting. And yeah, so I would definitely recommend to wear panty liners if your discharge is really like bad. It's like you're getting a lot of it. And also make sure to shower like always shower because and make sure you're like washing down there because with water, not any soap. Do never wash down there with soap, only water. Wash it with water really good because discharge is bacteria, so make sure it's all clean, you know. Okay, we're gonna be getting kind of like closer to when you're actually gonna be getting your period, so I'm talking like maybe like a few weeks prior, 2 to 3 weeks maybe, or maybe even a week. Okay, anyways, you'll start getting breakouts, like pimples. I'm on my period right now. I'm getting less pimples. So this could also be because of eating habits, but if it's like a breakout out of nowhere and you're eating the same as always but you haven't gotten breakouts before, that could definitely be a reason, so look out for breakouts. Another thing is headaches. I got headaches so often before my first period. I even remember thinking to myself, like after I got my period, I was just like, oh wow, I got headaches. That's like a sign of a period. Because that's what my older sister was always telling me, and I was just like, whatever. I'm not even gonna be getting my period for like 5 years. Oh my gosh. Anyways, so yeah. And then another thing is bloating. Bloating definitely happens within like a week prior to your period, or even like maybe like a week and a half. But bloating is definitely a really big sign because I'm not even really sure why. I just know that like I definitely bloat during my period. The next thing didn't actually happen to me. I don't even get it that often, but it's cramping, abdominal cramps, which they're like right in here, like right, like kind of like a little bit below your belly, a little bit above your cooch. Anyways, yeah, so some people probably get those. I personally don't during my periods, like maybe like every now and then, but I don't think it's actually like that. I think it's just the food I ate. I don't get abdominal cramps, which some people say I'm like really lucky to not have them, which I mean, yeah, but yeah, I've never actually experienced them. I just know that's definitely a sign that a lot of girls get, and that happens about a week or two before your first period. The next one is like the biggest one, and I'm still a little confused on it. So brown discharge. Brown discharge is exactly like the discharge before, except it looks like poop and it's brown. That's why I was like scared, because in my first period story, if you guys were like here at the beginning, which I think you obviously were, I was talking about how I was like peeing something brown and like peeing like clumps of something brown and saw that in my underwear. Yeah, that was brown discharge, and that's why I thought I had kidney cancer. Please do not ever Google something. Always ask your mom about it. I wish I did, because I was so scared that I had cancer, which I did not. But yeah, so brown discharge is very much a big thing before you get your first period. I got mine a day before my first period. Some people that counts as your first period. I don't really know how I feel about the whole thing. That's why I'm still kind of confused. So if you consider that your first period, go ahead, like totally. I was so confused on it. I don't really know. But yeah, brown discharge, humongous sign that you are gonna get your first period within the next few days. Also spotting is a really big thing. Like you'll start seeing like drops of blood in your underwear, and I didn't get that. I never get that, but most girls do, like I said before, with the cramps and stuff. So if you start seeing spotting, you are gonna get your first period. Like you are guaranteed. Yeah. So most girls' first periods last from 2 to 7 days. Mine only lasted, I think, 2 or 3 days. It was very short and very light, but I know that like over the next few months it definitely got heavier, and I started getting the symptoms more often, like between my menstruation. Okay, I'm not trying to be all like fancy. Okay, period cycles, whatever. Yeah, so after about 6 months, your body should be like on a pretty regular schedule. You should be being like pretty consistent on like knowing when your periods are. Like it will just probably like be the same. Your body will start getting like a schedule all set up in your body. That said, periods are a completely normal thing. Please do not be scared. Please do not be shy to talk to an adult that you trust. Your mom, your sister, your aunt, your grandma, even your dad. Like, I'm pretty sure they would understand too. Just always talk to someone about your period, because you obviously need like materials, you know. So yeah, just never feel ashamed to talk about periods. It's a very normal thing, and it means that your body's working, it's getting out all the toxins, and it's a sign that you're near the end of puberty. So alright guys, that is all I have for today. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please leave ideas for me, and if you like video ideas, down below in the comments. I almost said in the description box. Alright guys, I'll see you guys in my next video. I love you all. Happy menstruating. Okay, that was kind of creepy. Bye guys. I dropped my phone.